I am standing here with Annie Von Domitz, and she is with Oregon Travel Experience, and we're at the beautiful state capitol here in Oregon, in Salem, and we're going to be talking, Annie, about some specific trees here, and they're called heritage trees. Now, first of all, let's do a little clarification about what that means with you as far as a heritage tree.
Well, a state heritage tree is a tree that has direct connection to a significant person or event in Oregon heritage. So either state or national significance that
affects the state and
right.
then the history of it.
Right.
Well, you know, and I had to say that when I first heard that we were going to be doing this, I instantly made this leap of logic, which was incorrect, that it had to do with age, and that was important. But with these state heritage trees, that's not the case, is it?
No, not always. So some of them were nominated because they were significant species and were the oldest, but they still have to have some sort of connection to a larger story in Oregon history. So,
well, we're standing in front of this one, which is called the moon tree.
Right.
It's got some significance to it, doesn't it? Tell me what it's about.
This tree went around the moon 32 times
Wow.
as a seed with Stuart Roosa, an astronaut in Apollo 14. And he took up seeds with him in his personal kit, 400 to 500 seeds to be exact.
And not just of this one here, which is a fir.
Yeah, this is a Douglas fir tree, which is the state tree. But they had a whole bunch of species, including loblolly pines and all kinds of conifers that went up with him. And then it was partially as a science experiment to see what would happen to the seeds if they would germinate. And they did, actually. Most of the seeds, I think 90% of the seeds did germinate when they came back down. So there was no significant difference in the seeds.
Because this is a beautiful tree, and you know, we don't see like weird limbs or anything. It's growing beautifully and has been for almost 40 years.
Yes, yeah. It looks the same as any other
Douglas
right fir here, but it's been to the moon.
Well, now there is also a group of trees called the star tree, right? So let's take a walk over there and look at those, all right?
Okay, great.
Okay, Annie, now we were at the grounds of the state capitol for the moon tree, and now where are we?
We are right behind the Capitol building on the campus of Willamette University.
And what are we looking at now?
These are the star trees, and they are giant sequoias that were planted in 1942 by the president then of the Willamette University in celebration of the 100th anniversary of the Willamette University.
And so in 1942, that was celebrating 100 years of this university back then.
Correct.
So now we're getting up to like 170 some years now.
Yeah, they're getting old.
Now, these trees, why are they called star trees?
They were planted in the shape of a star. So when you stand in the middle of the grove and look up, you can see the outline of the star in the sky, which is
and it is true. I have, you know, I doubt things. I had my doubts, but I went in there, and sure enough, there's this like star up there. So these are the kind of things that make heritage trees important. Is really there's specific reasons why they were planted and who was involved with them. And do you have a website that people can actually get a list of those on?
We do. If you go to our agency website, www.oregontravelexperience.com, and click on the Heritage Tree link, there's a map, an interactive map where you can see all of the tree locations and historical markers around the state. Click on those, get directions and more information about all the trees.
Because if I remember correctly, Oregon was the first state to have heritage trees, was it not?
We were the first.
Nice.
Yes.
So, you know, if this interests you, and I can't imagine it wouldn't, because these are some really beautiful trees, and all of them have a unique history, you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to the website. You can take a little field trip and see some of these beauties for yourself. Thank you so much, Annie.
Thank
Delightful.
you. Yes.